Hello there, how's it going? I've had a lot of questions regarding evaluating expressions, so I'm now going to post a video for that, so hopefully it helps you. A few things before we get started. Remember that this is due Thursday, but if you are a few days late, no worries, nothing is considered late right now, so just take your time. Don't stress, it's gonna be all right. We're all in this together. So I'm not too firm on these due dates. They're not really due dates. So just try to get some of it done and then upload it or send it to me or just let me know when you're done, and that would be great. So with that being said, we have worked on identifying the expression, so parts of it, and then we have also talked about writing it. So the two previous videos I posted were on those two things. And this is the second portion of your packet now, so it's evaluating expressions. So in your expression, it's going to tell you what the variable stands for. So in this case, our n stands for 10. Now when they tell us what the letter stands for, it means we're going to take this number and plug it back into the expression. So I'm going to rewrite the whole thing. So I'm going to do 2 plus 3, and then my 10 will go into parentheses. Now, throughout the year, I have been telling you guys that when anything is written like this or smushed together, it means it's multiplication. So that really means 3 times 10. Now, using our order of operations, we can solve this. So I know that 3 times 10 is 30, so I'm going to rewrite. So now I end up with 2 plus 30, and I know that equals 32. And you have found your answer for the expression. Now there's several problems like this, but there's also ones with fractions. So I'm going to show you one with a fraction as well. So we're going to erase this. And we will do, let's do 1/4 x plus 1/3. And now let's say x equals 2. All right. So in this case, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to substitute our x with our 2. So this is going to go in. And I'm going to rewrite. So I have 1/4 times 2 plus 1/3. Now when I multiply fractions, remember that the whole number really has a 1 underneath it. So it would be 1/4 times 2 over 1. I know that 2 times 1 is 2, and I know that 4 times 1 is 4. So I have 2/4. I'm going to rewrite the expression again. So I have 2/4 plus 1/3. Now remember that whenever you add fractions, there needs to be a common denominator. So our 4 and our 3 are not common. But I know that if I multiply 1/3 by 4 over 4, I'm going to get 12. Let me rewrite that for you. But if I multiply 4 by 3, I'm also going to get 12. So my common denominator is really going to be 12. Now let me rewrite that again. So 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 4 is 12. I have my addition sign, so I'm going to keep that. 4 times 1 is 4, and 4 times 3 is 12. So now I have 6/12 plus 4/12, which means I'm going to add it together. So I get 10/12. Now, if 10/12 is my answer, I still have to simplify because this is not simplified. So I know that 10 and 12 are both even numbers, so I can divide those by 2. So 2 over 2. And 10 divided by 2 is 5. And 12 divided by 2 is 6. So this ends up being my final answer. So whenever you're substituting, you always have to make sure that you're taking the number they give you and plugging it in. And it always helps to constantly rewrite the problem. So if you can see, I started off with my problem with it being substituted, I solved, I rewrote again, and then I found my answer. So make sure you rewrite that. I think that's all I need to tell you for evaluating expressions. So look back on this video to help you. You can also look at your notes. Just make sure that you are still following the order of operations when you do that so you don't get confused. Rewriting helps. So just try it the best you can. If you have any other questions, let me know. Remember that this is technically due on Thursday, but please don't rush. Take your time. I'm not too worried about it. Today's a rainy day, so I hope you get to watch a nice movie or read a book. But it's supposed to be 60 later this week, so I hope you all get outside. All right, talk to you later.